Let me start with clearing these misconceptions about Germany, okay? Number one, hi everyone, welcome to the Phoebe Way. I am Phoebe, and on this channel it's all about life in Germany, my experiences, tips for you if you're planning to move to Germany, if you're new in Germany, if you're already living in Germany. Let's exchange ideas, okay? Let me know what you want to see. If you have not yet subscribed, hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe over there, quick, let me see you. Are you done? Okay, now we can start today's video. So, I asked you how you're doing, right? Let me tell you how I'm doing. I am battling with hay fever, all right? We just had the first few sun rays and the weather has been amazing the past 2-3 days. Like, it's warm. I can't wait to actually go outside and film. I'm out with a few vlogs for you, so stay tuned for those as well. Some vlogs from some of the German cities and towns. I'm not going to mention them. Let me mention one. One, Wiesbaden. Beautiful city, beautiful city. That's the capital city or capital town of the region Hessen, all right? Watch out for that video. But apart from that, apart from the hay fever, I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for your support so far. I really appreciate. Let me bust your bubble today. A lot of people know Germany as the giant when it comes to innovation, technology, when it comes to working systems, systems that are actually sustainable and actually efficient. They are the masters of efficiency. That is true, partly or mostly. But not everything you think Germans do or Germans are is true. Let me start with clearing these misconceptions about Germany, okay? Number one, Germans are affluent and well educated. I'm putting the affluence and education together because people think affluence and education are correlated. Yes, partly, but anyway, that's not the discussion for today. The discussion for today is no, not all Germans are well educated. Not all Germans are doing the PhDs and then listen, I don't know if you've seen my video where I talked about things I don't like about Germany. I talked about not liking how kids are separated after 4th grade into Gymnasium, Realschule, Hauptschule, or now they call it Werkrealschule, or maybe even Sonderschule. Gymnasium takes you straight to university if you don't drop out. Werkrealschule, you have to do another on top, like 2-3 years I think, before you can go to university. Like basically, not everybody goes to university, and it's already decided from a very early stage, okay? It's decided from a very early stage whether they can actually go to university or not. And some kids actually end up just learning a trade and working with it. And some jobs actually do not require you to go to university. You can actually do an apprenticeship 2 to 3 years and finish, get a certificate and find a job, okay? So there's actually trainings and not everybody is going to university. So not all Germans are educated, and some actually do also drop out. They also don't finish. It's fine. It's fine. So don't think that all kids abroad or all kids in Germany have the future of going to university and all of that. Nope, that is not the case, okay? Affluence or wealth, yes, we all think, most of us think that we see Germany, they are driving their Mercedes, they're driving their Porsche, they're driving their BMWs, they're driving their Opel or Opel, they're driving their VWs. No, some Germans have chosen not to buy cars, but there's also some Germans who cannot afford cars. Yes, and I remember some time back, I think it was about 2009 or so, a family friend, their daughter came to Germany. Hi Abigail. And I had the honor of taking her to Stuttgart to shop, right? We got to Stuttgart, we took the train, we got off the train, and right at the main train station of Stuttgart, right, beggars came and asked for money. Someone actually sitting out like on the floor, on the bare ground, asking and begging for money. She was like, hey, I have Susanne here. Is that how it is? People actually beg in Germany. I said, yeah. Why do you think the government wants to support people who are low income earners, like people who are not able to pay their rent and stuff? And the government cannot see everyone. The government cannot, in Germany we say, erfassen, like they can't actually pick up everybody who needs help because some people don't even have addresses. That's another thing, and all of that. So the government will not see everybody, and so yes, there are people who are homeless, who go to bed hungry on an empty belly. There are people who are without roof, like they are jobless, homeless, everything. They are all here, okay? They are all here. So please do not think that all Germans are rich. No, there are different class. All of those classes, middle class, higher middle class, they are all here. All of them we do here. We are all represented, okay? It is the same here. Maybe the proportions might be different, but even with Corona going on, a lot of people are going through it. Yes, the governments, they have made provisions for all these people, but it doesn't mean that it's working for everybody, okay? Number thoughts. People, or some people, think that there is no speed limit on German highways. Listen, I love my speed, but most of the time there is the limit. There are actually sections of the Autobahn, depending on the location, that are without limits. Yeah, that are like without speed limits, it's true. And you see a lot of people from Switzerland, especially in the south, people from Switzerland, you see a lot of Swiss fast cars here as well, you know, just racing to the Autobahn. It is true, but it is not for all sections. Oh yeah, not for all sections. There are sections that are limited to 80, 100, 120, 130 kilometers per hour. So please, if you ever drive on German roads, keep your eyes open, because as I talked about in the video with things you don't do in Germany, you don't overspeed on the highway as well. Last weekend we took a road trip to Cologne to see family, and guys, there were at least 3 to 4 speed cameras on the road, and these were not like the stationary ones, like the ones that are actually there all the time. No, these are flexible ones, so they can move them to any spot they like. So keep your eyes open and make sure you are adhering to the speed limit, okay? Good. Number 3, the German language is harsh. It sounds hard, like sis. And I don't for me, when it comes to languages, like most of the languages I can speak, or 2 of the languages I can speak, people say they sound hard. Like, you know, I'm an Ewe girl, number 9 for life. People say your language is hard. It sounds so aggressive. And then I start speaking German to like, hey, you don't make German sound so aggressive like that. If you want to hear me speak German, by the way, there's a link up here or up here, okay? Go check that video out about me and the questions I answered in German. It was a Q&A. I did some questions in German. If you want to hear me speak German, go check that out. But German is not necessarily a hard language. It just has different phonetics, okay? Different sounds that you might not be used to, but it is not a language that sounds harsh or aggressive, okay? If you actually understand what is going on, you get used to it. You realize that it is not like that. As we have talked about the language, let us go to the German people. They have suffered though. Germans have suffered. I'm one of them. We have suffered though. We have suffered. People say Germans are rude, especially in the south. And I live in the south. I remember one time I was working, she came from the north. She was like, you people don't smile. You people are not friendly. And I've been to the north, and I can say that yes, there are more smiles on your faces. But here, if you get a smile, you know it's genuine. Like, it is a real smile. It's coming from the heart, because I want to smile to you. I want you to see my teeth. I want you to say something about you is pleasing to me. Okay, that's what I want you to know. But down south, people are actually more work oriented, like efficiency kind of thing. So they don't really think about smiling to you. Like, is it necessary for me to smile? If it becomes necessary, I'll smile. Okay. But the thing is this. Once you break that first layer, you have a friendship for life. You have someone you can actually call a friend, okay? Neighbors, when we actually warm up to each other, we are cool. Like my neighbors, we actually order stuff together. Like, hey, there's a sale on Aces, there's a sale on Misguided, let us order together. Yes, we do. So, it really depends. It depends. But don't just write Germans off as people who are rude. No. Of course, you meet people who are just not warm, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are bad, okay, or they are rude. It's just not their style, okay? So please, just, what should I say? Don't just judge and write them off like that. No, you actually miss a lot of great friendships, okay? That's one thing. Not every German is a Nazi, okay? Not every German is rude to foreigners or hates foreigners or hates black people. No. Yes, sometimes you'll be in a place where people would stare, but after 16 years, oh, you're going to 17 years, wow. Yes, after almost 17 years, I don't remember seeing people staring at me that much. Maybe I've gotten used to it, unless you're in a certain village. But yes, there will always be bad eggs everywhere. There will always be people who are just why just not okay? Okay, yes, I've had racist encounters. I've had people who have been really mean to me based on the color of my skin. People who are actually not well informed about Africa, about Ghana. I've gotten all sorts of things, all sorts of encounters. And let me throw this in there. My worst racist encounter was not in Germany. It was not in Germany, it was in Cambodia. So let me just say this. You think, oh, why? But that was what had happened. My worst racist encounter. I'm not saying this to make Germany look appealing to you. I'm not saying this to defend Germans. I'm saying that, let me just say it like this. Racism, tribalism, and everything, it's people who just want to use what they themselves don't have any control over to make them feel better and make you feel worse about yourself, okay? So do you think because he's white, something that he can't even control, you are less of a human being, and he wants to capitalize on that to make you feel like less of who you're supposed to be? Such a person is sick, okay? And unfortunately, such people are everywhere in this world. They are everywhere, not just in Germany, and it's not every German who is this stupid, who is this bad, okay? So there are good Germans. Yes, I have German family members. I am in a German family as well. So I have to say this, not every German is racist, not every German is Nazi, okay? Yep. All right. I'm already at number 5, number 6. Next thing is, yes, Germany is the land of efficiency. Germany is the land of punctuality. Their trains are on time, everything works, everything to go on. No. Even sometimes on a regular Sunday, you'll be stuck at the train station minus 10 degrees because what? Some technical fault. It all happens, sis. It all happens, bro. It is not all safe. It is not all blue skies here as well. Deutsche Bahn, they are the number one people you can pick on when it comes to things not going well. They are late. They start with 10 minutes delay. Then it gets to 15, 25, 30, 40, 50. They don't even say 1 hour, they say 60 minutes delay. This train has been cancelled. That's how you play. Is that how to play? Like, how can you cancel a whole train? And if it's like a train that actually moves at 30-minute intervals, it means they've actually cancelled 2 trains, like that one that didn't come and the next one. It happens. That is why you actually have to be on time and plan some time as well if you don't want to be late. And talking about lateness, I'm somebody who loves to be punctual. I hate when people are late, but I can understand that some things do happen. Not everything goes that well. Even when this corona came, when it comes to how dissatisfied people are with how the government is handling things, I could write a whole book. Okay? So my wonderful people, this is the end of today's video. If there's anything that you remember that I forgot, please say that in the description box down below, okay? If you want to be part of my Phoebe Way family, I'll be so glad to have you with me. Like this video, comment, subscribe if you haven't, share it to other people as well, and guys, see you same time next Sunday. If there's anything you want me to discuss, let me know, I surely will. Please take good care of yourselves, stay hopeful, stay positive, bleibt zuversichtlich, bleibt gesund und bis zum nächsten Sonntag. Ade, tschüss.